So Gaffer, a game, lose with a point, but one you wouldn't have felt hard done by if we got all three?
Absolutely not. I think anybody was here at that game today would have seen that it was a brilliant performance. Probably the last two performances have been probably the best performances of the season, to be honest with you. Anybody who was here at that game today, if we'd left here 3 or 4-1, nobody could have questioned that.
So what do you think the difference you need to make to turn these 1 points? Because a couple of draws turn into 3.
We need to stop giving a poor penalty away, if I'm honest. I think Brett's gave the referee a decision to make. But then on the flip side of that is we need to score goals. We've got great chances in the box at 0-0, at 1-0 down. Even at the end there, we can nearly score again. So, listen, in the January and February transfer window, I tried to get Leighton McIntosh a little bit of help. I was unable to do that. That was through lack of trying. However, the boys I've got here, phenomenal. They're absolutely giving the club everything, giving me everything. The togetherness was phenomenal, and when they're on top, it's just not going over the line for them. But anybody who doubts that and anybody who questions the character and the belief, they just need to watch the last two games and even the second half against East Kilbride.
And obviously you spoke for the last few games about the team have belief, they're fighting for each other. Do you think the fact, if we get the equaliser late on, they're still going, and then after that you mentioned still going for an half, does that just demonstrate that? See, at 91 minutes, they're asking me, they're saying, Gaffer, what do you want to do? Go for it. Go for it, just go for it. At the end of the day, they deserved it, and anybody, as I said, who was at this game, and as I said, if it finished, no disrespect to Stirling, I think they would agree with that. They also said it wasn't a penalty as well, so the referee's obviously got to have a look at that, but anybody who was here at that game, or even at the game on Tuesday, would see that team are fighting for their lives, and I'll tell you what, it's if they keep doing that, they'll be absolutely fine. And obviously we were talking about loan signings, you've got 2 in the day, and young Smith comes on, has a big impact, sets up the goal. That was a late one last night. How pleased were you with his impact?
I mean, Smudger's one of those players that I've known since the window opened, and he was nearly going to the Championship. He's probably a bit frustrated about that, but you just see his quality when he comes onto the pitch. He will make a massive difference to us going forward. He's just, his quality, his touch, his belief, he was just excellent when he came on the pitch. But by the way, so was everybody else. Brett was excellent, other than the penalty, I think he's gave the decision to make. The boys at the back, Webby, was phenomenal. He was almost playing like an outside right at one point, an old outside right. So, and there was a couple of boys in there that had to nurse, because we had a game on Tuesday night as well. Kai came off sick on Tuesday at half time. One of my players has got broken ribs. He's played for the last 7 or 8 games, through that. So, and that shows the character, that they're doing. And obviously missing Michael Doyle as well today, with thigh strain. So, it's no coincidence, Jack, that they're still pushing. For a club who started the season in administration -5 points, and a bit of an element about we couldn't bring in players. There's players at other clubs that are absolutely flying right now that might have been part of this club if we had managed to bring them at the start of the season. But see the boys we've got in there, I'll tell you what, they want to play for this club and play for that badge. They were phenomenal today. I'm so delighted with them, and we can take that momentum into the next, 10 games left, Jack?
And just finally, got a 3-week, no midweek fixtures this week, going into Spartans, who are high up the league. Yeah. What's your thoughts heading into that game?
I'll be honest with you, right now, if the players play like that, we can pick up points in any game. I think you show that. This part of the season, everybody always gets better. Everybody does, but I don't think there's any doubt we've got better. So we showed against Clyde on Tuesday night, who've only been beat 3 times this season, that we can match anybody, and we did the same against East Kilbride in the second half. So I thought they were phenomenal today. And in terms of any club coming, I think our home form's been good as well. Home form's been really good, so we've got 2 home games, and I'm really looking forward to them. I thought the fans were excellent today. Those who were cheering on the full game, the boys could hear them. I thought they were phenomenal today, so thanks to that.
Cheers.